Hey there retro lovers, and welcome back to the channel where we review, enjoy and sometimes just simply admire all things retro. You probably noticed by now, if you check out the channel, we particularly like retro electronics, just like the one that we've got with us here today. As you can see from the box, this is Panasonic. Who knew Panasonic made video games? This is in fact Panasonic's video game console with the name that rolls off the tongue. Here we go. The PANASONIC R.E.A.L 300 Interactive Multiplayer FZ-1 3DO. Woo. Who said that consoles needed catchy names, right? Like many people, when you hear the name Panasonic, you probably think of digital cameras, televisions, or even razors. What you probably don't think of is the FZ-1 R.E.A.L 3DO video game console. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at what came inside the box. We've just recently done one of these for the 97 model of the PlayStation 1, and we saw that there was quite a bit in there. That was still sealed, of course. This one isn't. But let's take a close look at what we can get inside. First of all, we'll just have a quick look around the box. So we can see on the front here that we've got the picture of the console. Looks like quite a bulky unit, and the controller as well. Although they've took that wire in behind, probably to make it look wireless. I'm really not expecting this to be a wireless controller. On the side here, we can see that it is compact disc, digital audio. And on the back side here, we get some specifications. It tells us that it's 30-bit RISC CPU, up to 16 million colors graphics power, 64 million pixels of animation per second, and full screen, full color digital video. We've got probably here the smartest side of our box with a good clear picture at the bottom here telling us that it's Matsushita Electric Industrial. At the time, I believe the biggest electronics company in the world with the Panasonic brand. This is the first time of me opening this, so fingers crossed that it's in good nick. Okay, so first two things that have come out. First is the operating instructions for the Model FZ-1. Read these instructions completely before opening the product and retain them for future reference. Well, if you're anything like me, you're probably not going to read these fully and you're just going to dive straight in. I will show you a couple of first pages after the warning. So the table of contents says that it gives us instructions on how to unpack, controls and socket layout. Also gives us some information about the connections, including how to connect to a TV, how to operate the system, how to use the 3DO CDs, how to use audio CDs, photo CDs, and then troubleshooting and specifics. So here's a little preview of what we can probably expect to see. We've got the player, the console. We've got a 3DO control pad, an AV cable, and an RCA to 21 pin adapter, and an RF cable with switch box. We should also be getting the operating instructions, which we've got, a service center and guarantee sheet, and a sample CD. I'm not sure whether we'll still have that. See if it's complete or not, who knows. And on the back again, just printed in Japan. It does say all over this console that it was manufactured in Japan. We've also got, and I don't think this is an original, I don't think this was originally in the box, but we have got a boxed 3DO control pad, the FZ-JP1X. Let's have a very quick little look in here, check that it is in there. Feels like it. A little bit grubby, but we do have the gamepad here. Got the D-pad, yeah, an A, B and a C. Play, pause, stop. Got sort of the R1 and R2, and on the top here we've got a little flap. comes off completely. And looks like another controller port. On the bottom here as well, we've got the aux port here, guessing for some headphones as well. Cool. Next up, in the box, we've just got the big polystyrene guard, so let's get that out and see what's underneath. Okay, yeah. Well, we've got some cables here that seem to have just been sort of stuffed in a bit, so let's see what we've got. Okay, yeah, another remote control. Looks like an identical model. The only difference here is the casing covering the port seems to be missing, but I suppose it could be in there still. Let's check in the manual and see which cable this is. I'll let you have a little preview first, see if you recognise it already. Yeah, so this looks like the RF cable with switch, and this looks like it's so that you can plug it into your TV aerial. Yeah, we've got antenna and we've got mod and out. Have the AV cable, yellow, red and white on each end to go into either the back or the front of the telly. We are missing the RCA to 21 pin adapter, I think, but shouldn't be a problem because I'm pretty sure you can still plug that in without this. This will just make sure it goes into the SCART, but on the front of most tellies, CRT TVs, you should have the ports for those. I've never seen one of these consoles before. So upside down here, but let's get it out. Okay, a few extra bits. Cool, well, I'll show you the smaller bits that we've got. So we do have the 21 pin SCART lead, and then we've got quite a bit of paperwork. So I'll read on the back and then show you this. And I'm guessing this could possibly be linked to this on the box, which reads, special bonus, software included, Starblade, the ultimate 32-bit shooting experience by Namco from Panasonic. Possibly linked to that, let's find out. They're all in different languages, so I have the same thing. We've got which tig, important, and more important. So it seems to be, this is more than a product registration card, it is your key to the new and exciting Panasonic products. Registering allows us to notify you about future releases. It also helps to develop products that meet your changing interests. Please complete and return within the next 10 days. Cool. So on the back here, it gives you the option down at the bottom to input what kinds of 3DO titles you like. Really interesting, cool. So a bit of consumer feedback straight away. They wanted to know what users liked. It's possibly linked to the fact that Panasonic weren't in this business very much, and they weren't like Sega and Nintendo that had a history in this already. We then also have something in French. Le prêt-à-poste de la Poste. Interactive multiplayer equipment, Panasonic guarantee. Please ensure the form below is completed at the time of purchase and present it to the dealer for under guarantee service. Otherwise your guarantee may be affected. Oh, really cool that all of that original stuff is there. And okay, this is why it was still connected. I thought it was a figure 8 cable, but I didn't realise it's actually connected in. Cool, we'll have a really quick look around the outside, but remember to check out the other videos. We are going to get this set up, hooked up to a TV, and see if it works. I have been online and picked up a game here, so as I said, I've never played this before, so I didn't have any hanging around. So on the top, we've got the big name, Panasonic R.E.A.L 3DO interactive multiplayer, and quite a polished, sort of reflective black finish. I like that. 4 sort of solid looking legs, one on each corner. On the front here, we've got the disc tray, the controller port, open, close, power. Around the edges, lots and lots of fans, vents. And on the back here, we have an expansion, which we'll talk about in another video when we look at the history of the console. We've got the RF out, the S-video out, and then we've got our yellow, red and white at the back with a UK plug. Not massively heavy. Probably weighs about the same as a PS4 or a Xbox 360. A couple of kilograms, it feels like, maybe 2 or 3. Really cool bit of kit. Subscribe to the channel, like this video. That tells us that you're wanting to see more of this console. You want to know a bit more about the history of it, and you also want to see it hooked up with my mystery game and see some gameplay content as well. As we become a community of retro lovers, make sure that you comment on this comment section to let us know what you like. Give us some constructive feedback if you want to. We're always here to improve the channel, improve our content, and give you guys exactly what you want to see. If you weren't already, I hope you are now. Feeling retro.